was a beautiful day in Happy Valley Park. I thought I'd take the B6SE out for a drive, see how it ran. It was only the second time I'd used it. I forgot how to calibrate it and do anything you're supposed to do, no compass calibration or nothing. But anyhow, I took it out and it flew really well. You know, the video was not the best, but it flew pretty well. Absolutely lovely. Press return to home and it came right back. Next, I set it out in the other direction to look at the construction work that's been done here in Happy Valley Park. Even though the video shook a little bit, the flight itself was perfectly straight. The drone at this point was real responsive. It was flying very well and responded to the controller exactly. Because the drone flew so well at the Happy Valley Park, I decided to fly it down near the river, the Willamette River. It was such a beautiful day. It was not too hot, but it was hot enough. So here we go. And because this drone is over 500 grams, it was unaffected by the wind or breeze as it flew through the air. Even though there was little judders in the video, the colour rendition was very good and the resolution looked good too. It was at this point I thought it would be a good idea to do a little range test. And let's just see how far it can go, eh? So after travelling about a quarter of a mile up the river, I thought it would be a good idea to cover some land, just in case the worst happens. Now here we are, 1140 meters out, so I put the screen recorder on so you can see just how far we flew. It still had good GPS at that point, over 1400 meters. Transmission stopped completely. The image was totally still, so I pressed return to home, but nothing happened. As you can see at this point, there is absolutely no telemetry. I deemed it a good idea to turn the controller off and turn it back on again, which is what I did. And did that bring the drone back? No, it did not. So I resolved to come back the next day and search for it with my other drone. The next day with the WALKERA 210 we were out there and on the case. One great thing about the WALKERA T210 drone is that it takes video in 4K, so I can take any part of this beach here and I can magnify it like this. And this makes looking for the drone so much easier. You gotta look a lot though, there's a lot of footage to cover. This segment is speeded up, but I spent a lot of time just looking over this footage because it's providing quite a lot and it's very extensive. Then I got in the car and drove to a location that was closer to the river and tried to get footage of above the trees, thinking that the drone might have landed there or in somebody's property, but you cannot really be, searching people's property. I think that's illegal. And as you see, there's a golf club right there, and they don't want people flying drones over their golf club. When I initially lost the drone, I went into the golf club and I spoke to the security people who were really nice. They let me look around the bottom of the trees on this area here, but of course I didn't find anything, and there was a major golf tournament going on, so I didn't want to be bothering anybody, and I'm thinking maybe somebody picked the drone up from the tournament, I don't know. But anyhow, I just kept searching. A lot of searching and a lot of magnification. It just takes time, that's all, and I've got plenty of that. But after an hour or so, I still didn't find the drone. So I decided to call it a day and think about it. After a few days, I decided to go back into the phone that the drone was recording on. I clicked on here and went back into it, entry control here. Now, this time when I pressed this button here, so I touched the top right hand icon there, got into here, went into other, and it'll say, and that says find the plane flight record. So if you go into flight record here, this will tell you everything that the plane did. So what I did, I went all the way to the very end of the flight record. This gives you the coordinates of where the plane was the last transmission. So with that information, I typed in those coordinates there, went into Microsoft Bing search, and it came up with this map here. Now then, once I enlarged the map and went on to aerial, I could see exactly where on the course, on the river side there, the river line there, where the drone was supposed to be. So that gave me a good idea, because if you look at the topography there, you can see there's like a beach there, which was where I would land, and just look around here, you can see a dock there. So I knew this area pretty good, I'd been looking at it a lot. And using that information, I was able to row the raft to that location. I decided that I need to be searching that area on foot. The only access was by river or by climbing down a blackberry infested steep long embankment, so I decided to use a raft. Look at this, 6:50 Saturday afternoon, 82nd Avenue. Go and try and find that drone one more time. Comes with 2 oars and a pump. I've never been in a rowing boat since I was a child, and I've never been in a raft in my life, so this was going to be an experience.
Well, you were going against the current and you got a little ways from shore, not ever too far, and seemed to be difficult to maneuver the boat around, and then you got wet. Then you came back to shore.
Okay, again I put some polystyrene in the front, a block and a block in front of that so I can get some back support while I'm rowing. The last time was unbelievable. I was like falling down inside of it. So I'm going to try and row across there and then go around. Okay, we've got this far. We were right over there and now we're here. So I'm glad about that. We're making progress. If I had one of them speedboats I'd be here quicker. Lovely. Beautiful, idyllic. Well, we've made it to this part, and as I'm all the way back there, so I gotta figure out where to put this boat. I'll pull it to somewhere. It seemed like a good idea to get out of the boat where the sand is, but I didn't realise it was like deep mud. Not a big deal, it's only mud, but I wasn't anticipating that. Okay, we're in the area where the drone was last seen, so I'm going to walk around here and see if I can find it. In fact, I think this is the exact area, and this is the coordinates where the drone said it was before it. Well, this is where it said it landed, just in this area. I thought I'll wait till the tide goes out, because that way, if it did get stuck in the water, we'd be able to see when the tide went down because of the heavy battery. I climbed down the side of the embankment, got well cut up, but it was worth just to have a look. And this is where it was. It says this particular location. So let's steer to me. Cloddy clod. So we're supposed to be here. What's that up there? Is that grapes? Yeah, it looks like bunches of grapes up there. Oregon grapes, beautiful. Or should I say Concord is what they look like. Anyhow, back to the drone looking. No, I did look here the other day. I remember. And this is low tide. This is as low as it gets. Looking a bit deeper into the undergrowth there. Not seeing anything. But boy, that river looks beautiful. Well, I looked as hard as I could, but I couldn't find it. But there appears to be some canoeists coming here. I'm just going to let the current or the wind take me, I think. There we are. Lovely. Now, the wind's blowing the direction I want it to, so I think he's crossed. Oh, is this beautiful? What a lovely day. Okay, here's the canoe people going by and a boat behind them just to give them some wake. Look at that. Lovely.